Rosie, welcome to Energy Choices. You're from Britain's energy coast. Can you just explain to me what connection they have with the nuclear industry?
Yes, certainly. My role is Energy Sector Development Manager, but mainly working with nuclear energy. About 6 years ago, my job was created to look at the opportunities that were going to come out of decommissioning in West Cumbria, because it was the beginning of the setting up of the Nuclear Decommissioning Authority. There were a lot of concerns about the changes that would bring, and also about job losses, because it was likely that we would lose with the reprocessing contracting coming to an end around about sort of 2015-16. So what I have found is that obviously in those 6 years, what's happened is that nuclear renaissance has been born. We're not just talking about decommissioning, although it's still a huge, the skills that we've got in West Cumbria for decommissioning are immense, and we have £1.2 billion is spent in West Cumbria on decommissioning. But what we have got now is this nuclear renaissance, and it's just so good today here at Energy Choices that the third consortium has come out, new kid on the block, and we have New Generation Limited, led by Olivier Carré and Alfio Vidal, and that will bring a whole new set of opportunities and challenges, but a whole new set of opportunities and opportunities for business, for jobs, for skills, and really importantly for young people. Because there's so many young people leave West Cumbria and don't come back, but now we've got a real opportunity for the nuclear industry to have a really long-term future.
Absolutely. And with regard to this new bill that's coming forward now, what's the feel of the community? Are they particularly positive about it?
They are. That's one of the real positive things about this opportunity, and in fact it's one of the things that Alfio Vidal and Olivier Carré have quoted in public quite a lot. They think it's one of the best sites in the country because of the community support, and that's just tremendous. We've obviously got to we've got to connect to the grid, of course, as well.
Yeah.
And that will be a big challenge. But we're working very closely with the grid, done a lot of stakeholder work already, and we've already got Lake District National Park, English Heritage, all the sort of environmental organisations, the local authorities, all throughout Cumbria and North Lancashire, working alongside in a very sort of open and consensual dialogue so far. So
Excellent.
That's going to be really important for the future
and
as well.
And do you feel that's the key to having this immense public support, the fact that you're open, transparent, and there's a good process of two-way dialogue between the organisation and its stakeholders?
Well, I think, yes. I mean, West Cumbria is used to stakeholder dialogue because the nuclear industry's been here for 40, 50 years, and it has to have a licence to operate, really, and that licence to operate comes from the community as well as from the NII. And it has to keep the community on board and work very closely with the community, but also the community recognises the benefits from the nuclear industry in terms of the economy and the number of jobs and businesses and the high level pay, the skills that are available for young people and the whole age group, which wouldn't be there if it wasn't for the nuclear industry. It would be a rural county like Northumberland, I suppose, otherwise.
Yeah. And I guess the fact that they've experienced working within the nuclear industry for such a long period of time, they have a good knowledge of how the industry works and the fact that it's inherently safe.
Absolutely. I mean, that's so important, that everybody knows somebody who works in the nuclear industry. And yes, there are a few, and you'd want to have people who were there to challenge. You wouldn't want everything to be, just a comfort blanket. But certainly there's a very strong feeling that it's a safe industry, definitely.
Excellent. Thank you for your time.
Okay.